Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the DRFBets race of the day for Wednesday, October the 30th, race number 5 at Gulfstream Park West. We are kicking off a 50-cent pick 4 with 2-year-old fillies going 5 furlongs on the turf. It's Breeders' Cup week. Get involved with a DRFBets account. When you deposit $150, you get to bet with $300. Bet the Breeders' Cup with DRFBets and learn more at drf.com/bet. Let's meet the field of juvenile fillies going 5/8 of a mile on the turf at Gulfstream Park West. You can download free formulator past performances for this race on the Race of the Day event page at drf.com. Access them, handicap along with us. We'll talk about this field beginning with the Timeform US Pace Projector. Always tough to project these 2-year-old fillies, especially when many of them are trying a surface switch for the first time. Timeform US has the 7 Miss Headley out there on the lead, and being trained by Wesley Ward, I wouldn't be surprised at all if she's in front.
Yeah, I won't argue with the pace projector at all. I mean, I think it is pretty tough to sort of figure out where everybody's going to be, but I'll suspect this horse will have speed. I mean, of the 9 entered for turf, only 4 of them have ever run on it, so I think it's pretty tough to tell where everybody's going to be.
Well, let's talk about the number 1, Mrs. Maisel, who has run on the turf and was a winner last time out for a $50,000 maiden claiming tag. First off, the Terry Pompey claim, and this filly didn't have the easiest time of it in the stretch. We swing into the lane, and she's odds on, and it just looks like on the outside she's going to blow by this leader with no problems. But this leader's going to drift out, bounce Mrs. Maisel around. Good for Mrs. Maisel to just shrug that off and go on to win with a solid 57 buyer. I like that she rated in this race. She can lead, she can sit. She's the horse to beat.
Yeah, luckily for her, she was just way better than those horses because you're right, she had a lot of trouble in the stretch there. Just set a really nice trip. She showed good speed in her debut. That was, if you watch that race, you could see her tired noticeably in the stretch of her debut. But it just might have been a race she needed, and that was a really good field. Compared to what she's running against in this race, that was a really good field, and she looked pretty good to me winning last time.
She's got some pedigree as well. She's by Will Take Charge. This dam was graded stakes placed, sprinting on the dirt. The number 2 is one of several in this field trying turf for the first time. That's Lady Archa. Now, by Arch, 7% winners with first-time turf runners. The dam went 0 for 4 on the turf. She has foaled 1 turf winner from 3 to try the surface. Dam's a half to a stakes-placed turf runner named A Fair Dabbler. This filly really hasn't done much wrong on the dirt and has shown a versatile running style in her career. If she takes to this surface, she's not out of this.
No, she's not. Her dirt form, you're right, is actually pretty good. I don't really like her pedigree for grass. You mentioned that the 3 foals from this dam have all tried turf before. One of them won. She's 1 for 10 on the grass, and it's not a fast race. I just don't like this horse's pedigree.
The number 3, Afrolina, is trying turf for the first time, and I wish she had more turf in her pedigree as well. She's by Flash Storm, 7% winners with first-time turf runners. The dam 0 for 1 on the turf. Lots of dirt in this family. You've got a Grade 2 dirt stakes winner in Arena Elvira. The 3rd dam is 2-Item Limit, who was a multiple stakes winner on the dirt. Afrolina just ran into a runaway last time out for the 16 tag, but her buyers on dirt are light.
Yeah, I mean, she pulled off the upset 2 starts back and got the job done, but only with a 39. She has to really take a step forward on the grass.
Number 4 is Silver Tunes, another horse trying turf for the first time. Daughter of young stallion Chitu, 0 for 2 with first-time turf runners. Dam unraced on the surface. This is the first foal to try the surface. This is the family of Max's Pal, who is a pretty nice dirt sprinter. He won 9 stakes races in his career. Silver Tune's first start against winners, though, is not very good, and she's been a big price in all of her starts.
Yeah, hasn't taken much money yet. Probably be a big price in this race again as she tries something new. Listen, I won't argue with her at a big price, but I don't like her races all that much.
Grand Brandy won her career debut going 5 furlongs on the turf at Gulfstream Park, and she ran away and hid, winning at 5 furlongs by almost 5 lengths. That's pretty good. And then they stretched her out to a mile in a stakes race, and she was just outrun in the early portion of that race, and I think was overmatched. I think the class drop, I think a drop back in distance is going to help her. She's by First Samurai and is a half-sister to a juvenile stakes place turf runner named Sri Lanka. Grand Brandy's interesting. I'm just not sure I love her at 2-1 on the morning line.
Yeah, they made her the morning line favorite. I don't know that she's going to go favorite in this race. I would wait and see how that all plays out. Based on her career debut, she can win this race. She set a really nice trip in that spot, but she also won that race very easily.
Let's watch Free the Beast's debut victory. She's the number 6 on Wednesday. She went off at 9-1. She had an outside post position going 5 furlongs. Well, she's in front turning into the stretch, and she's on her way to win with a solid enough 51 Beyer speed figure. She'll get Lasix for her second assignment, and it appears she has a little bit of tactical speed. I thought this was a solid-looking performance.
Yeah, I thought she ran fine in that race. She sat right up on the pace. She traveled. You could tell she was going better than the other horse on the lead with her around the turn, and she won relatively easily at the end. Now she adds Lasix. She's already competitive on figures. There's plenty to like with this horse.
The number 7, Miss Headley, tries turf for the first time for the always dangerous Wesley Ward Barn. Career debut, won in fast time at Churchill Downs. They tried her in the Astoria at Belmont, and that was just too tough of a spot. And last time out, they dropped her a little bit in class, a little off the layoff, and she didn't run very well on the dirt. Her young stallion, the Big Beast, 2 for 5 with first-time turf runners. I wish there was a little bit more turf on the bottom of this family, but she is bred for speed.
Yeah, I wish there was maybe a little more turf too, but I'm just not going to get that caught up in it. Her debut, I actually thought was really good. I know it was a dirt race, but I thought she ran really well in there. I'll just give her a pass for the Astoria. Probably too tough. It was also one of those days at Belmont where the rail was just iron, and she was not on the rail in that race. She gave it up pretty readily. Second off the layoff, switching to turf for Ward. She'll probably have speed. I could make a case for this horse.
I think the 8 Foxy Lady has an excuse for her one and only turf start. It was a race around 2 turns in that Sharp Susan Stakes. They went very fast early. Timeform US had that a red situation, color-coded red with those fractions, and Foxy Lady was right up on the pace in her first start around 2 turns and understandably tired. She's listed as a vet scratch, though, on September the 27th. Took her another month to get back to the races, and now she has to turn back in distance. I'm going to take a wait-and-see approach.
Yeah, she didn't do a lot for me on paper. Obviously, you don't want to hold the only turf start against her, but to me, she just didn't look that good.
Let's take a look at our top selections for Wednesday's DRFBets race of the day. I'm just going for a price in here. I don't really love anybody, but I think the 9 Rosalda ran well in her maiden win at Gulfstream back on September the 29th. Now, I wish there was a lot more turf in this family, but the dam has foaled 2 turf winners already. I think Rosalda 20-1 on the morning line is interesting off of the dirt buyers, and if she can work out a trip from out there, I think she's going to outrun her odds. As you see, I went 9-1, 7-6. I think Mrs. Maisel, your top selection, is the horse to beat.
Yeah, I sort of felt like Mrs. Maisel was too, and I didn't pick against her. Rosalda, if she can transfer that last race to the turf, she's a contender in here, and she should be a really good price.
Mike's going 1, 7, 6, and 5. We saw Mrs. Maisel overcome that little stretch trouble last time out. I'll take a chance with Rosalda, 9-1-7-6 in the Wednesday DRFBets race of the day. Remember to get involved with this year's Breeders' Cup with a DRFBets account. Deposit $150, bet with $300. Learn more at drf.com/bet and bet the Breeders' Cup with DRFBets. Approximate post time for Wednesday's race of the day, 3:04 Eastern. Good luck.